We are standing up to the bullies, standing up for all the youth, for all the LGBT people of Porterville who can't, who are afraid, who are intimidated. We will stand for you by sitting in. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else?
Russell Fletcher, also known as Bones, also known as Buck, also known by a few other names I will repeat here. I really had to hand it to Councilman Hamilton. That was a genius move on your part, combining those two motions. That was a very Machiavellian way of really lighting a powder keg. You know, I really got to hand it to you. I've been involved in city politics, county politics, student government, and that's one of the best moves I've ever seen. So I got to respect you on that one.
Thank you.
But at the same time, you did light a powder keg.
Thank you.
And that keg did go off.
That cake was planned.
Just
Your Honor, this is all.
I've got to say, I don't remember oral communications being a two-way communication
Just a
between the...
moment. Just a
I'll
moment.
have my time.
Okay, just a moment. This is the time to address the council. Go ahead.
I am really sad to see what happened tonight, not only with the civil disobedience, which I don't really think was called for. I don't think the city council member should have lit the fuse that he did. It caused our mayor to go into emotional distress, which should never be done. And it will divide this town even further than it already has. And I'm really sad to see that this council will take its personal ideas and religious beliefs and use it to divide and conquer a town rather than bring it together. Is this what we have come to? I keep thinking that Porterville's going to grow up and we're going to see a second heyday. We're going to see a second time of Porterville like we had back in the 40s and 50s when jobs were plentiful and people got along with each other. What people did behind closed doors was their own business. But all I'm saying is division, and, it's driving people away, it's driving jobs away. It's despicable. And I have great respect for all of you. I do business with some of you. Some of you I consider family members. Some of you are colleagues at the college. And it absolutely amazes me how much damage 5 people can do in a city of 54,000. And just think about that for a second. Think about the fact that people do remember stuff and the elections are coming up. And if you don't get reelected, that's your own fault.
Thank you. Anyone else who wishes to address the council at this time?
Thank you, Mayor Gilroy. John Coffey, President of Porterville. I had not planned to speak at this second communication meeting. After the conduct and words that have flown hot and heavy tonight, I have to. For some of you who refer to the gay lifestyle, there ain't no damn such thing. Excuse me. My lifestyle is American middle class. Only because I live in Porterville is it upper middle class. My sexual orientation is no choice. My sexual preference is my husband. Hopefully, those of you who are married can say the same thing in regard to your spouse. After tonight's performance, I wonder.
Thank you. Is there anyone else who wishes to address the council?
Anne-Marie Wagstaff. Mayor Garola, I would like to thank you for your integrity and for your leadership in this city. I was not surprised by the vote, having watched it for the last month and a half. What I did find really appalling was the lack of professionalism and the behavior of some of the other council members. Personally, I don't feel this vote reflects the city that I know. Much as I I have experienced some exclusion and not everyone accepts me, my lesbianism. I have to say that most of this community truly is good-hearted. And most of this community, or many people in this community, are ready to change. The problem is not with the community. The problem is with this council. And I hope that many people will watch the videotape of this city council meeting to see the kind of behavior and the way that people are treated who simply try to fulfill their role and do their jobs and serve the people of this community. That needs to be appreciated, and more people like that need to be sitting up there. And I will do everything in my power to make that happen. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anyone else who wishes to address the council?
Thank you. My name is Larry Martin. I live at 1234 Porterville, Pioneer Avenue, Porterville. I've got two reasons that I wanted to speak. The first one is I wanted to thank all five of you for holding your positions in the council. I know that you've done this because you care about the community, and I know that you also care about your family because this is the way you present yourselves here at the council, that you care about your family and you want to put something into the community. My second thing I want to do is I wanted to apologize that this is the first time that I've been to a council meeting. I've lived in Porterville for 5 years, and I feel ashamed that I haven't been here more often, and I am going to correct that. To be a great leader, you need great followers. And when I say great followers, I don't mean hang your head down and just follow blindly. I mean, to be a great follower, you need to bring facts to your leaders and show them the expressions that you have, the facts that you have, and then those people that are in your positions to be great leaders. Without great followers, there's not great leaders, and I apologize, and I will be here more often. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anyone else who wishes to address the council? If not,
Rock Haley, address on file. I too would like to express my deepest gratitude to Virginia Garola for being a true and passionate Christian at the dais. Mr. Ward discussed in the discussion of the resolution that he didn't want anything that would divide the community. In September 2008, there was a resolution that he took part in writing and proposing that was probably one of the most divisive things he ever participated in his life. That I call a hypocrite. Cam, you need to check your Bible at the door. This is not a church. This is a governmental body. There is separation of church and state. Read the Federalist Papers. Read them again because you didn't comprehend them. And to you, Greg Shelton, you're a piece of work. All you're interested in is what you can get for yourself. You're a selfish little boy and a bully. And you need to take decorum into consideration. That is the mayor. She runs the meeting, not you. Thank you.
thank you. Anyone else who wishes to address the council?
Harry Kaplan from Porterville. Words fail me for Brian Ward, Grace Shelton, Cam Hamilton. I don't even know how you consider yourself American. I don't know how you consider yourself human. I don't know how Brian Ward considers himself in his profession, which is to assist with the mental health of the children in this community. Some of them have passed through his school within the last last couple of years and committed suicide as a result of the care that he was responsible for. While these people who received the proclamation.
I'm going to ask again that we be respectful to the council members as well. Can I have the floor, please? That we be respectful, please. Mr. Councilman.
In his professional duties, he acted counter his professional responsibilities that led to the efforts. The proclamation is not about these men and women's sexual orientation or whether they choose to be gay or not. And it's not just about gay people. It's about the mental health volunteerism for 4 years since 2009 that they have performed for the benefit of everybody, not just gay kids, but all kids. And a lot of middle school kids, adults throughout the suicide prevention area of Tulare County. That's all I'm going to say about that. For Mayor Garola, I couldn't be more proud of the way that you stand up. Again, I don't have time or words to say. I will talk to you later about that. For Mr. McCracken, I know he's evolved since the 2008 vote. He voted properly and fairly in 2009. He stood up again tonight. I think he's one of us. Probably 2008 was a mistake, but he's changed. And I commend the mayor. I commend Councilman McCracken for listening to the education that we have provided. We've been the most active civic group of people here in City Council and elsewhere. We deserve a proclamation for the work that we've done to benefit the city the same as everybody else. Certainly as much as National Parks Month and Recreation Month this month. There's nobody here to receive that, but it is important for all the reasons the proclamation says. Proclamations are ceremonial to honor everybody in the community. The process is simple. You go to the website. If somebody wants it, they fill out a form and they ask the mayor. The mayor is the sole person. It's a city charter issue. I don't think this is the last time you're going to come back about LGBT people. And you've done a horrendous disservice to the city of Korea.
Thank you. Your time's up. Is there anyone else who wishes to address the council? If not, before we go on to other matters, I do want to apologize to the public for my outburst. I generally keep myself under control, but I lost it. For that, I do apologize. We will go to other matters now. Is there any other matters that any of the council members?
No, I want to apologize. I want to apologize to you and to your husband, bodyguard, if I felt like I was attacking his politics. I consider you a friend. I consider him a friend. I hope you don't take it personal.
I don't take anything personal.
Anyway, and other than that, Rocky Hills reopening this Saturday for that camp. And new ownership, so well, new managership. New managership, and if you need some tickets, you know, don't ask me. And,
Good call.
yeah, thank you. I can't think of anything else.
Is there any other matters?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Go ahead.
If y'all don't think that this was planned and staged on your part tonight, it's all on video and up on Facebook already. Our cops were called, and then in this little video deal that you guys put up there, you can't understand why our police department wouldn't stand down and let you do it. It's drama. It was planned. It was staged. All your signs were made prior to. Here's an issue I got. As I looked out over the crowd, I wouldn't have been able to tell who was gay and who wasn't, unless you told me so, which is what you guys did in the first place with a gay pride proclamation. Barry, you just said 4 years' work of this suicide prevention. So why does it need to be through a proclamation of gay pride that we recognize the work that they did? I'm personally just sick of the separation of what's going on around here. A little bit of correction from earlier from John. Prop 22 was upheld by state freaking Supreme Court twice, finally broke down on a 5-4 vote. Prop 8 was upheld by the state Supreme Court, and you found an appellate judge named Walker that shot it down. There's 34 states in the United States that say no to gay marriage. All of those were voted on by the people. There is now 12 that recognize gay marriage. All those were given to you by the legislation. You got a long ways to go before you get the vote of the people. Okay? Now, the other thing is, we all looked over the last couple weeks of all the things that you called all of us. You're the most hateful people towards the other side of opinion that I've ever met in my life. I've seen Melissa come up here and talk, and it's all coming from her iPhone because it's prepared speech coming from who knows where. We can all live together, but you chose not to. There's a split and division here because you all want to be recognized as being gay. You don't want to be recognized as being part of our community. It's more important that you're gay. I've had my say.
Anyone else on the matter? No, we're not taking any, no, we're not taking any comments, we're not taking any questions. Is there anyone else on other matters?
I got one more thing. Real quickly, just since we're talking about history and stuff, we've been lambasted for supporting Prop 8 as city elected. Yet there's 44 state elected that chose to oppose Prop 8, and they're heroes. I don't get the division there either.